All right, everybody, hello and welcome back to Minor League Esports. It is week number 6 and it's prime time Saturday. How are you doing? My name is Hunted. With me, Classy Weasel. And Classy, I gotta say, you look a little red today, sir. Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine, just a little bit sunburn. I've been out and enjoying the weather where I'm at. Summer's definitely hit us, getting out and about a little bit. But obviously I forgot some sunscreen, so making me pay.
Oh, it's okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of Rocket League for you this evening. First on the docket, going to be the Shadow and the Aviators of the Champion League. This should be quite an exciting matchup. The Shadow having a pretty good season thus far, 19-6 coming into this one. And, I mean, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Aviators, but this could be the series to kickstart their playoff run.
Yeah, definitely. These two teams, I would say, are not that close together, drastically different as far as overall rank goes. But Aviators are still right on the cusp. They've got 2 more weeks to go and still have an opportunity for playoff contention. Sure. They're at 5th spot in their division, which means top 4 go. So if they win the next 5 out of 10, they've got a shot to make it into playoffs and then make something happen. Whereas Shadow has something else to say. They're sitting very pretty right up at the top, looking for primetime placement in their playoff division. This is just going to add to their amazing win-loss ratio.
Yeah, well, we'll see which team can come out on top. It should be an exciting match, and I just want to get into it. But before we do that, let's take a look at the map we're playing this evening. It is going to be Utopia Coliseum. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are underway. Game number 1 of this series between the Aviators and the Shadow in the Champion League. And the Shadow already putting one close to the net there. It's going to be turned away, and Thunder's going to try to keep it in over top of Waffle. So a fast start from the Shadow. I don't think we expected much less from this team.
Yeah, kickoff went in their favor, able to get a quick counterattack going, but so far, Aviators defense holding strong. Let's see if they can keep that going.
Waffle pushing it into the corner. Thunder up the back wall. Not a great touch, and Waffle's going to put that one home. The Aviators strike first.
He just pounced right on top of this. Thunder, thinking he had all the time in the world in the corner. Popped it just a bit high. Couldn't trap it on his car like he wanted, and Waffles was there. Gutsy push, but it pays off for him, and they needed that in the first 30 seconds.
Oh, the Aviators up by a goal early on in this series. We'll see if Void and Thunder have a response. That's towards the net, but it's going to be cleared away. Thunder still looking to apply the pressure. He's got a lot of boost here. Popping it up for Void. He's going to beat Waffle. It's not going to reach the net in time. And now J-Dubs, no boost, trying to challenge Thunder here. Will get the 50-50. Just buying some time for his teammate. Well, he's just going to try to push this as much as he can, although Void eventually will clear it. Thunder trying to get to it. It's going to go off the back wall. Across the box, and J-Dub actually plays that up for Void. With a good clear there from him, and he's going to get past Thunder. Can they make something out of this? J-Dub up the wall, out in front for Waffle. No, saved away by Void, and we remain a 1-goal game.
That was good, but defense, I'd say, from Shadow, but Aviators had to get back whenever that one didn't quite work out for them, and they sped back. That's something that we've seen Shadow, especially in the higher levels, be able to capitalize on. But right
what
here,
a bump.
J-Dubs gets another one. That's what opened it up, was the physical play right at midfield. You don't usually see these work out because you're thinking, oh, the rotation's there. Someone's going to be able to challenge him in midfield. But J-Dubs takes the open shot on net whenever the second man back gets bumped out of the way.
Fantastic play from the Aviators to start us off. They are up by 2. A minute and 40 seconds done in this first game. J-Dubs playing it across the box for Waffle to boom away. Void going to turn that one aside, but not away from Waffle, who is able to keep it in. Half flip from him to try to beat Thunder. Not going to work, though, as J-Dubs tries to play it down. Thunder with a good clear, and now Waffle's got to just watch this one into his own corner. Can't get past the attacker. J-Dub's in good position, but they're not out of danger yet. Void is still here. He's going to turn that towards the net. No problems there for J-Dubs. And it seems like the Shadow, they've gotten the pressure here, Classy. I think we can both agree on that. But they haven't found any touches that have really been dangerous or challenged the defense of the Aviators.
Yeah, I especially see them when they're on defense. They're giving way too much space to the Aviators, and they're just capitalizing on it, pushing them really hard, and the pressure will break down on you. I think Shadow has yet to realize that or capitalize off it because they're not really giving Aviator the respect that they need.
Ooh, up in the air. Can Waffle clear this away? He will. Close one there from Thunder, and we've watched Thunder on a couple of occasions here on MLE. He has shown to be a prolific ones player, but goes off the top of his car. I mean, that's
Great
not what
shot.
you want to do.
I mean, beautiful doink here. Waffle just plays this one down, trying to put one on net, but holy smokes. That was a Shadow defender trying to clear it out instead, puts it directly on net, and the power behind that, man. I mean, I don't care who shot that. You can't save it.
Unfortunate there for Thunder. Ends up finding his own net, and now it's 3-0 for the Aviators. J-Dubs looking to make it 4. Void might get back in time, but he backflips off the crossbar. And J-Dub's going to put that one home. So it's a 4-0 lead for the Aviators. And Classy, I know you weren't here last night, but this is very reminiscent of the Sharks-Spartans matchup where the Sharks ended up sweeping the Spartans in pretty stunning fashion. Now, of course, this is only game number 1, but the Aviators have come out extremely strong so far.
If you want to start a sweep with the upset, then you want to start with an 0-4 in the first 3 minutes of the game. Oh, but there's something to say about it. Void finally gets one for his team on the board. It's about time, but that physical play, demoing the keeper, we see this play all the time. Not able to avoid it, and that's going to be costly. Might not mean a whole lot. There's still a 3-goal deficit, but Shadow is finding a groove finally after 3.5 minutes.
Well, they're on the board, are the Shadow, so working their way towards the comeback. That first goal is always the most difficult one to find, and they found it. Got a minute 30 to go as Thunder letting Void play that one, but Waffle will keep it into the black zone now as Thunder tries to clear it away. J-Dubs out of the Shadow corner, but Thunder going to turn him aside, and a lot of time wasted, but Thunder's got a one-on-one with J-Dubs. This is where he excels. No boost, and J-Dub's able to beat him there. Now Void gonna miss the challenge onto Waffle. This is a lot of wasted time and an opportunity for the Aviators. That one's gonna get rejected. Now Void has an opportunity. He's gotta hurry. J-Dub's clearing it away, and still a 3-goal deficit for the Shadow with only a minute left.
Seems like all these opportunities, Shadow is just rushing them a bit. If they took them slower, maybe able to get the ball on top of their car and get a flick or maybe even a pass to have their second teammate be able to be there to receive the ball. But they see that there's only under a minute left and there's still a 3-goal deficit. They're on their back heels right now.
35 seconds is all that remains for this first victory from the Aviators, and it's looking pretty good right now. Shadow don't have an answer to this defense as of yet. They're still young in the series, but it looks like the Aviators going to take game number 1. Can they tack on a 5th goal? Turned away by the play of the Shadow there. 15 seconds now as Waffle tries to go over top of Void. Not going to happen. But J-Dubs will keep it in the corner. They are still pressing, trying to find this goal. Will Waffle find it? No. It looks like that will be how we end game number 1. Yes, it is. The Aviators take a first game in relatively convincing fashion. They played defense for a while, but the Shadow never really found their flow on offense.
No, definitely. They surprised us and Shadow specifically because I don't think Shadow was expecting them to come out with this much aggression and power. Like I talked about earlier, the defense wasn't there for Shadow either. We saw Aviators able to make a lot of clutch saves. Obviously, one did go in, but that was really the only threatening shot I saw that Aviators weren't really able to clean up, you know? So if Shadow can maybe fix that a little bit, but right now Aviators is running the table, and if they can keep doing this, be aggressive, don't go conservative once you get up 1 to 2 games in the series. Keep up this pressure because that's how you're going to be able to beat this number 3 seed.
Well, we'll see if they can keep the train rolling here. Or I guess in the Aviators' case, keep the plane in the sky. as we move in to game number 2. The players joining up now. We will throw it on into that, and I couldn't really agree more with you. The Shadow off to a bit of a slow start. They did lose that first game 4-1. We'll see if they can wake up a little bit, but Waffle's looking to put the first one on the board for the Aviators, and J-Dubs comes across the top. Almost finding it there, but nothing on the board yet. However, J-Dubs in the Merc van now with the cherry pie, or is it apple pie? I can't remember. The pie skin, either way. He's going to turn that one towards the net. Void clearing it away. Thunder trying to do something here. He wants to put his team up early. Looking for Void across the way. Can Void find the touch? No, the big Merc van will send that one out, and we're about a minute in. Slow start from this game.
Yeah, neither one of these teams seem to get the aggression immediately. I think they both recognized and had some level of respect after that first game. They try to feel the other team out as you start out a series like this, and Aviators were able to feel them out a lot faster than Shadow. But now we see a lot more offensive opportunities from the black team.
Now let's see if Void and Thunder can make this pressure pay off. Waffle missing the challenge, but J-Dubs there, no boost. Now the boost starve starting, although J-Dubs will find that one. Thunder's going to fake him out, but Waffle covering for his teammates. Still the Shadow creep in the Aviator zone off the crossbar. Waffle can't make the play. Thunder following it up, and he's going to put them on the board. Shadow up 1-0.
So feels backflip for Waffle in net, hoping he could flick it high and get it out of the way, but it couldn't make contact. A great shot by Thunder. Ball up is usually very hard to play, especially when there's a defender in net, but he put that near post and right on the side, possible for Waffle to get to on time, and that's the Shadow offense we like to see, getting in their groove finally, and now they have the lead for the first time in the series.
It's up to the Aviators now to try to equalize, and they're looking to put on the pressure. Thunder off his back wall, but it's going to come right down to J-Dubs. Waffle won't be able to beat Void, though. Now J-Dubs in an awkward spot. He's got to rotate back. The ball's going to bounce out in front. He's going to clear it away. Now Thunder looking to make a play onto J-Dubs. They'll reject him at the goal line. But J-Dubs still with the ball. He's going to put that in. J-Dubs playing that very well in the Shadow corner.
That was great. He recognized Thunder, didn't have the boost, and was backwards. Super awkward position to be in. And J-Dubs says, hey, I got a full boost I just picked up right here. The ball's right in front of me. I might as well see what I can do with it. Decides to pop it up a little bit, beat the last defender out. Well done with the solo play to get Aviators the tie.
1-1, 2:50 to go. While I do have a moment, I just want to remind you of our sponsors for the evening. Balls with Guarana sponsoring our replays, and PowerA sponsoring throughout the season and in the playoffs. Please visit our website, mlesports.gg/recommends/PowerA or /balls to see all of their wonderful products. We are about halfway through this second game. The Aviators looking to take command of the series, but the Shadow want to tie it up. As Thunder's going to go over top of Waffle, but it's not going to find its way in. He's got to try to direct this on goal. He's going to get past J-Dubs, but Waffle coming back across. This one a little bit awkward, as Waffle's going to be able to take this up the sidewall. Can he make something of this? Kind of puts it out of reach for himself, however, and that gives Thunder a chance to clear. We got about 2 minutes to go, Classy. Both of these teams looking for that edge.
Seems like Shadow's getting more opportunities to gain that edge as well, like that one. Going off the post again. That's the second time we've seen that in just the last 30 seconds from Shadow. They're getting it down the field, but they've got to get it in the back of the net.
So now Waffle looking to play over top of over top of Thunder, as he's going to direct that one towards the net. Thunder, no problems there. Can't get the touch, as now J-Dubs gets around the Shadow defense. Can he put it in? No, off the post from Waffle, and now J-Dubs gonna try to turn this one around. Thunder rotating back on that back check, and now booms it towards the net, but J-Dubs in good position to make the save, as Void can't play it out of the corner. So we're coming closer to 1 minute, and we're still tied 1-1.
Yeah, we see Aviators finally coming to life a little bit more, other than that one goal. Mostly been a Shadow ball. Now Aviators offense seeming to come alive.
Oh,
One more minute left,
no.
but with that, no. Even with 0 boost, Void is still going to score that one. Ain't going to miss it. Headed to him on the silver paddle. That was a shame of a miss right there. Trying to get the clear. Void pushing him, sensing the pressure on him, just made him whiff. And after all that pressure, that's the goal that's going to go in the last 50 seconds. Shadow have the lead once again. Can they hold on?
Let's find out, as Waffle's going to try to challenge Thunder there, but it's not going to quite work. It's now in Aviator corner. J-Dubs looking to play across for his teammate. Waffle opting to let Shadow get the first touch here, as now Thunder comes off the wall, and he's going to score the double touch. A bit of an awkward play, but the Shadow are going to take it.
The Thunder, yes, this was all Thunder. We can call it that for this play specifically because it was the dunk, hit the air carry, and then shadow the ball close enough in order for the defender, even though he get the clear right off the corner, he's still able to get the 50-50 in the net. Shadow finally finding their edge right at the end, the exact time when they needed it most. And Aviators look very helpless in his last 30 seconds, seemingly losing this second game to tie the series up.
They still have a little bit of time. They do need to put one in if they want to continue on in this game too. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen, as Thunder playing it all the way down. It's going to go off the back wall for Void to touchdown, trying to get it towards the net. But time expires, and the Shadow will take game number 2. Final score 3-1. Bit closer of a match this time. I mean, obviously the Aviators didn't come out with such a hot start like they did in game 1. But, you look at the shots. Only one more shot to the side of the Shadow. Even though they had all that pressure, they still just can't seem to get their offense clicking. They scored 3 goals, but I feel like they could have scored a lot more if they could have made these passes a little bit crisper.
I agree with you. I don't think they've found that groove quite yet. You think most teams would have. I mean, it is the second game. Obviously, they got the win, so they're definitely not playing bad by any regard. But the Aviators definitely didn't play like they did in the first game. Only got 1 out of the previous 4 compared to the first game. So we definitely see their offense not pushing Shadow as much. I think they finally realized after that first opening goal from Shadow what they're capable of. I think it might have maybe made them play a little bit more conservative, and obviously that's not paying off for them. I say go back to strategy at game 1, push them make mistakes, don't give them so much space on the black side of the field, and you'll make some more of those opportunities and not have to defend as much and give so many opportunities, in this case 7, for the Shadow to get a goal on net.
Right, and I have a feeling that this game's going to hinge on which team solves the issue that they're having first. If the Aviators can shut down Thunder's or Thunder and the Shadow offense, if they can if they can take away that space that they're afforded right now, I think that the Aviators have a good chance in the series. But if the Shadow really start to click on offense as we move into game number 3, it could very easily be a runaway game. But it looks like we had a disconnect. I believe Void unable to join the game, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and remake the server real quick. Yeah, we'll just
Void crashed his. Yeah. I'm being told that his game crashed, so we're gonna reload it.
Well, we are going to just create a new server real quick here while Void gets back underway. But again, I do want to talk about how really, like I was saying, whichever team can fix that problem that they're having. I mean, we've watched the Shadow before, and the teams that give the Shadow all the time and space that they require normally don't have a good time, because Thunder will 1v1 you, or Void will have a great pass out in front. If the Aviators can suffocate Shadow, never let them get their offense going, I have a feeling that the Aviators could take the series.
Oh, definitely. The mechanical skill from both Void and Thunder on the Shadow team are definitely some of the best we've seen in the Champions League here on MLE, which is why if you give them the space, they can make those plays happen. We just saw an aerial air carry dunk by Shadow, which is pretty amazing, and some other solo carries in the previous game. So you're repeating what I'm saying as well. But I say speed can beat that the whole way. You try to do an air carry, take it up the wall. If you meet them on the wall before they even get control in the air, you can shut that down immediately. You try to get the ball on top of your hood, try to get a flick going, try to make a pass towards center. If you just get in the way, get in the middle of that, break it up, get there first, speed can beat that definitely. And that's what Aviators did in the first game, and they need to figure that out as well. Confidence is a huge thing. If they can figure that out before Shadow can and maybe pick up their speed, that's going to make the difference and maybe even take the win and get them back in playoff contention.
All right. Well, looks like the players are joining the newly created server. Hopefully we won't run into too many more issues throughout the rest of the series. So we are going to go ahead and throw it into the match. Game number 3, we are tied 1-1, Shadow and Aviators in this series. Let's see which team will get this first goal here in game number 3. It's going to be pretty important as Void's going to take the shot. He's just off the mark there. Had an opportunity and he just missed it.
It is a shame, but you know that came off immediately in the first 20 seconds. They're going to see another opportunity just like that. Keep hammering this defense, and they'll make one of these eventually. We know it.
Oh, Void wants to keep this pressure on. Very reminiscent of the last 2 games. As Thunder goes high off the wall. Oh, actually chips it over his teammate. Now he's got to hustle back. He's got to be careful with this. Going to carry it all the way to his own corner. Waffle's there to try to keep it away from him, but J-Dubs opting for the safety play. He will get the ball now. One-on-one with Void. Can he get over top of him? Good flick, but a better save from Void. And Thunder's going to keep it away from Waffle. So here come the Shadow 2-on-1. Waffle back-checking hard. Thunder towards the net. And J-Dubs will make the save. Some high-speed action so far in this one, but neither team able to find the net.
Yeah, it's one after the other. Take a shot, try to make a play happen, and then the other team gets it, and they go right back down the field. Super fast counterattacks on both sides of the field. Ping pong almost, but still maintaining possession. 2 great teams, and they're showing it right here.
So now Void looking to make a play. Thunder seeing that one breaking down, will rotate back, keeps the ball in. Waffle's going to challenge him there, and that's a shot on goal. Can Waffle make the play? But Thunder's going to make it for him, keeping it out of the net. It was a good idea from Thunder. If he could just have gotten that one on goal, that was a sure goal for him there. Close call, but nothing doing for now. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Thunder off the back wall. Waffle watching him play this one. He's going to go up for it, and he'll put that one home. Thunder over top of the defense.
Yeah, it's too much space. Once again, Thunder able to air carry this, get a second touch, and even land and go back up for it. Had enough boost to follow it up. J-Dubs trying to ghost that near post, but Thunder beat him out at far post. Man, that space and speed, I think it's finally clicking with all these opportunities, and Shadow's finally able to capitalize on it.
Cleared away by Waffle. And one more touch, so 1-0, and again, oh, well, hold on a second. That one's coming out in front. Waffle not getting the touch on goal, and that's going to give Void a chance. Now J-Dubs under top of Thunder. It's right out in front for Waffle, but Void cutting across, making the play, and now it's in transition yet again for the Shadow. But it will be bumped all the way back, and again, we've seen the first Shadow goal has purely been on the amount of space they've been afforded. That one almost finding its way home. It does eventually get cleared away by the Aviators. We'll see if the Aviators can start to take away some of that space. Thunder with the double touch. And again, if you give Thunder the opportunity to make these plays, he's going to make them.
Oh my goodness. I don't care who you are. If you can't challenge that right on the post or maybe on the backboard, Thunder, you ain't saving that. My goodness. In crazy mechanical play. We talked about this at the break, but both of these players just showing off at this point. That's about the 3rd air carry we've seen in this game alone, and that one actually goes in. You'll see a lot more of that if Thunder keeps up this confidence.
2 minutes to go. Waffle out of his own corner. Void keeping it in. Now J-Dubs. And the Aviators, they need to get this ball out. That's going to be an opportunity for a clear. It's going to go all the way towards the cage. Void, not the greatest touch, but Waffle can't follow it up in time. Now J-Dubs looking to make a touch over top of Thunder. Waffle is there. That's a good play from the Aviators, capitalizing on a bit of an awkward rotation from the Shadow.
That was well done. Thunder, knowing he was in net, Dubs, instead of just taking a shot, pops it up, and Waffle's able to follow that up. Thunder decides I'm going to stay grounded, see if I can wait till this fall to ground, but Waffle's too fast. Able to get there in time to put the shot on net. Great accuracy as well. Composure. And now they put themselves up. Get a little bit more confidence in this game because so far we've been seeing all Shadow in Game 3.
They look to continue that pressure now. It's going to be in transition here. J-Dub's getting back in time to keep Thunder away from that one and will win the race to his boost. As that's off the back wall, Waffle's going to tie it up. A good play from the Aviators in transition.
That was crucial too. You don't see Shadow make very many errors, but when you do, you need to capitalize off them. Waffle with a tough shot. Doesn't put too much speed or height on it. Well done staying composed right there. Getting the second one for his team and tie it up just like that. You think it's all Shadow, but here we are. Even score with a minute left.
Into the Aviators corner, out in front for Void. Good save by J-Dubs. Thunder looking for that opportunity. He's going to play it back down into the Aviators corner, looking for J-Dubs. Won't find him as it's going to go around Void, and now Thunder's got to be careful. J-Dubs towards the net. Can't get the touch. And for J-Dubs, if he plays that back post, that's a goal.
That was so close. Shadow seems to be a bit too cocky in these cases. Missing just one touch at midfield means rotation's totally messed up for defense, and that's a gaping hole for Aviators to try to capitalize on. They get out of it by the skin of their teeth and maintain it tied up, but here's another opportunity. Thunder, like I said, more where that came from.
Yeah, almost making that one work did Thunder, but we still remain tied. 20 seconds to go towards the net. Thunder with the save. It's going to pop up high. And he's going to get demoed. This is going to give the Aviators some space. Void can't get there in time. Although J-Dubs doesn't have any boost. It's going to go across the box. Waffle trying to play it. Actually opts for the boost instead. I'm surprised because now the Shadow's got a chance. Void getting saved by J-Dubs. It's going to touch the ground. We're into overtime. Questionable play there from the Aviators. Doesn't hurt him for now, but we are into overtime. And that's off the kickoff. It's towards the net. Thunder just couldn't catch up to it, which will allow J-Dubs to clear it away. Void turning on this one. High into mid. He's going to get there first. Touching it down, but Waffle able to clear it away. Thunder looking for the touch. J-Dubs going to follow him in with the pressure now. It's going to go into that black corner as Thunder moves it back down. Waffle out in front. This is a good shot for Void, but doesn't get all of that one. Now Thunder, his turn to try to make something happen. He's going to try to pop this one up. J-Dubs rotating back in time, and the Shadows have all of the pressure now. If they can keep this up, the ball may eventually find the back of the net. Fakes out Waffle, and he's going to put that home. The solo plays from Thunder yet again, and the Shadow take game 3.
Thunder decided he needed to do it. One last mechanical play all on his own. Gives himself the hat trick. The fake out one, the flick over the other. Man, this mechanical skill from both of these teammates. Unparalleled and well earned in this case. Aviators seem like they had a comeback right there. Going. Shadow goes up 2. You think, oh, that'll be the easy win. Gets the third game, 2 for them. And then Aviators come swinging back. Shadow going into kind of a lull, I'd say, in the last 2 minutes of that game. Started to pick it up there at the end. Almost got a goal right before overtime. But they were definitely in control for that full minute. In Shadow, I'd say easily right there at the end, if they can play like that, they could take the next 2 games.
Oh, certainly. Absolutely. I mean, we have to talk about the play from Thunder. It just seems like his mechanical ability outclasses everybody in the lobby. I mean, all 3 of the goals were pretty much solo plays from Thunder. Void has played wonderfully. He's made some big saves. He had 4 saves in that game. And he has cleaned up on defense. But half the time it seems like Void doesn't even need to play offense. He can just wait on defense for the ball to get boomed away, and he just has to put it back in the zone.
Right, boxing them in on the green half is huge, and giving Thunder all those opportunities. Like, you need to be able to maintain possession of the ball and then give it to Thunder or Void if he wants a shot at it as well. But give it to him, able to take it up the sidewall, just take it by himself and have those opportunities. So Void, a crucial part, but not obviously in the spotlight because Thunder make it happen, schooling both of the defenders and getting the win in game 3.
Well, we are moving into game number 4 now between the Aviators And the Waffles. And
Dude, if that was the team name and petition next season,
yeah.
I want to be on the Waffles team.
Well, let's see what happens here as the Shadow are going to get out to an early lead. A great pass from Thunder to Void.
It's the first infield pass we've seen the whole series, and very wonderfully done. Everyone's thinking, oh, Thunder, he's going up the wall. Here comes another aerial. Instead, decides the selfless play. Notices Void was in the middle. Fast, powerful, accurate pass, and Void just has to put that one on net. Great team play from Shadow in the first 10 seconds. Coming out strong. Again, Void, another one. The pass to Thunder. That's a 1 and a 2. Aviator having deja vu here. Beautiful doink. Waffle not expecting it. I can't stop talking about these two amazing players. 14 seconds in 2. Seems like that momentum from that overtime game. Thunder was feeling it and now says, hey, Void, you want to turn?
My goodness, that was a beautiful pass. 2 beautiful passes from both of these players. Now J-Dubs trying to play it out of the zone in that Scarab. I don't think he's used the same car twice in this series.
That's true.
But we'll see if the Scarab can help the Aviators come back. They are down a game in the series. That ball is going to come right out in front. Void chipping it away. J-Dub's going to reject him and put that one home. The Scarab puts the Aviators on the board.
That was an amazing read. Void had somewhat of a clear here, able to get it out, but J-Dubs, the instincts to double jump perfectly in front of that ball, have it bounce off his nose, and there's no way you can defend that. That was placed too high, because you got insane reflexes like J-Dubs. Seems like Aviators finally have a bit of footing, but Shadows definitely come out way stronger, and they're on their back heels right now. Let's see if they can rally back in the next 4 minutes.
2-1. Thunder trying to clear that one away. We'll get it to Void as J-Dubs gonna backflip this one. Thunder getting the block there, and it will go into his corner for him to play out. Tries to get over top of Waffle. Not gonna happen. That one's coming towards the cage, but Void able to make the play. Now we've got 3:40 to go. Still a 2-1 game. J-Dubs rotating back. He's going to go off the wall. Can he get the touch towards the net? Just a bit off, but Thunder was there to clear it away either way. And now in transition, Waffle's got to make the play. Thunder's going to go down, which leaves Void all on his lonesome. Nobody to play that to, and the Aviators will get a little bit of a break, but they did lose that corner boost as now Thunder is back. Waffle up the back wall to clear it out, but still the Shadow are pressing. Void off the crossbar. J-Dubs doesn't know what to do, and it's going to go in. 3-1.
I'm not sure if J-Dubs just didn't have boost here, decided to be grounded, or saw his teammate coming in to try to hit this off the back wall to clear it. Either way, Void able to get the angle, throw it down past both defenders right next to the ball. That'll be a security goal and the hat trick for Void, showing us, hey, you know, Thunder's been in the spotlight, but I can do some moves on my own.
And now Waffle bearing that one into Void. Will get the bump on him as well, but Thunder now with the ball up the side wall. Gonna play that right into J-Dubs, who will clear it out for Waffle to boom down the pitch. Void with one touch right into J-Dubs yet again, and the ball will remain in the Shadow half, but not for long. That one's towards the net. Void trying to get the pinch, and he just couldn't pull it off. So we remain a 3-1 game, 2:30 to go. As Thunder will keep it in over top of Waffle. Is he going to put this one in? He will. And now the Shadow out to a large lead.
There it is. Thunder finally coming out, beating. That recovery on the wall was really what did it. Last defender on Aviators didn't think he could get to it in time, but Thunder showing us milliseconds matter in Rocket League, able to pop it over the last one and finish it off. It's going to be 4 as we approach halftime. Aviators need to find their groove and find it fast before Shadow runs away with it.
They were able to put one on the board. Can they do it 3 more times to try to tie this one up? Doesn't look like the Shadow are slowing down as Thunder's going to put that one towards the net. Waffle has to make a save. And now the ball being played by Void towards the net mouth. Gets a bump onto Waffle, but eventually J-Dubs ends up with it. Tries to get it past Thunder, even steals the boost there, but Thunder will corral it, gets demoed. This gives Waffle some space. Going over top of Void. So Void will eventually get up to it. And the Shadow looked to play it away. Again. Well, actually, J-Dubs. No, Waffle overcommitting. What is going on?
No.
Close call there for the Aviators, but they couldn't put it home.
It's an opportunity. They're going to want that one back. It's still in the black half, so they've got an opportunity here. But that one, Waffles probably saying, I want another shot at this one. J-Dubs set it up for me, and I couldn't put it home.
Oh, Thunder off his own crossbar to save that one. We still remain a 4-1 game as Void looking to play over top of J-Dubs. Not going to happen. As he's going to go up the Thunder side wall. It's going to come right down in front. Waffle just couldn't reach it. The touch from Thunder keeping it away. The Aviators have looked really good in this past minute and a half. They haven't found the net, but if they would have played this whole series like this, it could have been a very, very different outcome.
Yeah, you get to that point at which, hey, you know, we got nothing to lose. We're down by 3. Might as well try for all these opportunities.
What is going on? They cannot put the ball in the net. They can't buy a goal. That's another one for the Shadow. All that pressure doesn't pay off for the Aviators, but they were so close so many times.
Yeah, they have shots on net. They have the pushes on the black half. But in this case, they just got dunked. 50-50 didn't go in their way. And obviously the counterattack, when you commit that much, you're just trying your best to get a goal any way you can. But that pressure is still something you're going to want to take notes on coming into the next few games. If Aviators can make that happen, transition and that into the whole game instead of just the last minute whenever you're down. Wait.
All right.
Well, that was just a...
I don't know. I guess we will see it all in this game. The Aviators can't find the net themselves. So the Shadow will put one in for them. 5-2, only 15 seconds left. Goal doesn't really matter at this point, as this one will go to the Shadow. They will take the series. Waffle wants to put another one on, and he will find it. I mean, I suppose
2
it's
goals
still,
in 8 seconds. It's possible.
It is definitely possible. 2 goals, 8 seconds. Certainly a possibility. We'd have to see pretty much a kickoff goal right off the kickoff here for the Aviators. We'll see how this one goes. How will the Shadow play this? Good win from Thunder, and that's just about the knife in this one. So, Shadow take the series away from the Aviators. 3-1 as we move into game number 5. Can they put another one on? No. And it's looked good for the Shadow. That last minute and a half, though, 2 minutes, the Aviators looked good. They had shots. They had pressure. They were so close to scoring 3 or 4 goals. But just the way that it went, they just couldn't put it in.
Yeah, and it's that aggression that made the difference. I noticed J-Dub specifically. He was able to shut down a lot of Thunder's plays right in the midfield. Not necessarily going off the wall, but trying to take it slow, maybe get another dribble play like we saw in previous games. And he would just go up there, demo it, take the ball from him, just immediately. That super aggressive, not necessarily ball chasey, but because his last player, Waffle, was still back and able to contain him. But if J-Dubs and Waffle can kind of work together and push on Thunder and Void both, not let them have that much space, it worked out. We're proving that right now in the last minute. The scoreboard doesn't show it, but we do see Aviators had a lot more opportunities that they just couldn't capitalize on at the end. And so if I think J-Dubs and Waffle can do what they did right at the end, this last game is going to make the difference and maybe make it a little closer and hopefully increase our rank a little bit.
Yeah, I would love to see the Aviators keep that pressure for an entire game. I don't know if it was just the Shadow kind of relaxing there towards the end, or if they kind of clicked something clicked in their team chemistry. But it looked pretty good. I would love to see that as we come into this game number 5. That is the 5th card for J-Dubs in this series. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play with that card before.
What's it called?
I don't even know, to be totally honest with you. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. It's a crazy looking one, but if somebody in chat could tell me what that card is called, that would be awesome. As Waffle's going to try to make this one on net. He will. A beautiful play from Waffle to put the Aviators on top.
Force feeding Shadow their own medicine. The solo plays and the flick past the last defender. You even saw Void get a touch on it, but it still was on net. Too powerful. Great accuracy, and Waffle taking the first one. This aggression's paying off. And now we see Waffle getting in on the action as well. Well done by them, but Thunder wants to get a fake out of this one. Try to answer right back.
So J-Dubs goes up and keeps that one down. Thunder looking for the touch, gets it over top of one, but Waffle able to clear it away. Now Void. Leaving that one for Waffle to play, and Thunder's going to have to try to play this one, opting to go for the boost. Nobody from the Aviators pressuring. J-Dubs opting to take such a far back line. He's not going to get a challenge on this one. Now it's a 2-on-1. Thunder and Void versus the final defender, and that ball is going to go in. The lack of commitment from the Aviators gives Shadow all the room they need to score.
I mean, look at that. At midfield, he was able to slow it down, get the ball comfortably on his hood, and then get, obviously, it's Thunder, right? If he gets it in that opportunity, he's going to flick it. It's going to be perfect most of the time, pretty much all the time. In that case, it was perfect. Far post, up in the corner, accuracy, power, all of that. Aviators, you can't block that on the net. You need to push that immediately. At least cut off his angle a lot more and stop giving them so many opportunities, because Thunder, man, you're going to take those shots and make them, especially when they're that accurate. You can't defend those.
1-1, 3:30 to go, and we did just get word from Twitch chat that J-Dub's car is called the Esper. Legitimately, I've never seen it before, so this is pretty cool that we get to see it in action, as he's going to try to use it to full effect there. That's a double commit from the Shadow. No follow-up from Waffle, though. He's not going to be able to beat Thunder, but he does get the challenge onto him. J-Dub's trying to get over top of Void. Not going to happen. We remain 1-1, 3:05 to go. Waffle. Thunder playing it back for Void. It's going to get challenged, and it's going to remain in the Shadow half, as now Waffle tries to play that one towards the net. Looking for the demo on the Void. He's going to get the bump, but it's not going to really matter. As now Thunder in transition gets it over. J-Dubs off the crossbar. No follow-up from Void yet, but he will keep it in. And we're back to playing it out of the Shadow corner. No real, I mean, we've had opportunities for either side, but nothing terribly dangerous yet.
Oh, except for that one right there. We had to say it. J-Dubs proving my man Hunted wrong. Waffle able to get the center, pops it high perfectly, and Void seems to not care a whole lot. Controller might have disconnected, but sitting there, J-Dubs behind the rotating defender regardless. Great shot, and they go up by 1. It appears Void's ping has reached 999s, so that is not the best conditions.
Okay, well, he looks to be okay for now, as J-Dubs trying to play this one towards the net, but Thunder's there to collect it. Waffle won't be able to get the touch off the crossbar, and it stays out almost all the way in, but J-Dub's able to make the save, and we're still 2-1 with 2 minutes to go.
If you'd have had me bet on that shot, hey, is this going to go in? See it bouncing in, the ball was like at least 7/8 into the net. I was like, yeah, that's going in. J-Dub's like, no thank you. I'm going to backflip this one out. Keep the lead for my team. This is so crucial.
Oh, what a play from Void, but he can't find the follow-up touch. Now Thunder's got to rotate back, and the Shadow look to have some life now in this game. Void waiting, putting that towards the net. Waffle, no problems for him. But it's going to remain in the Aviators' corner. They've got 1:25 to hold this 1-goal lead. But the Shadow are pressing the advantage. Thunder up the wall. J-Dub's going to challenge him early. That's exactly what you need to do if you're the Aviators. We've been talking about it all night long. The Shadow have had so much space. And when you challenge Thunder early off the wall, good things happen just like that. And now the Aviators have the pressure. It's going to come down in front. Void going to clear it away. And Waffle turning around to play this one. As Thunder puts it towards the net, J-Dubs keeping it out, trying to put the pressure on to Void. Void going to get there. Good pinch from him. It does get demoed for his trouble, as this one will eventually find its way back to Shadow territory. 40 seconds to go. Not the greatest touch from Void, as Waffle's going to put it towards the cave. Thunder can't catch up to it, and it's 3-1 for the Aviators.
Thunder was ready on transition, thinking Void would get to it first, but Waffle beats him out. And then Shadow, the last defender, sitting in net, thinking, I got to go backwards and save this. Waffle put that dangerously accurate. Dangerously accurate. And Aviators go up by 2. That's the security goal. And I believe that's the first 3 unanswered we've seen out of this series. And this might be just what they need to even this one out.
Oh, doesn't get it past Thunder. There's still 20 seconds to go. If Thunder can put this one in, or at least get the pass to Void, that's a good play. Void is there. He's going to shoot it off the post. Thunder over top of one. Gets the second touch off the crossbar. And the Shadow can't find the goals when they needed it. And they're going to drop game number 5. But they will keep the series victory. It will end 3-2 in favor of the Shadow.
What a tense ending right there. That could have 2-3. I mean, it wouldn't equalize it, but got them back into it. But still, we saw more opportunities, 10 shots for Shadow. That's ridiculous compared to the previous game. And they only got 1 goal. I think the Aviators defense definitely came out clutch in this last game. This game meant so much just to make it fairly equal as far as the record goes. 3-2. They still lost the series, but definitely made it a fight, winning the first and last ones. But J-Dubs, I think, was the star of it. 5 saves. That one on the goal line, the backflip, incredible. Getting one of the goals for his team and MVP. So Aviators, so I think they finally figured out Game 5. I think it's a little bit too late. But as you mentioned, we saw Thunder come off the wall and immediately get challenged by J-Dubs right off the back wall before he can make anything happen. In those scenarios, worst case, he makes a touch past you, but you're making him make a play on the ball, and then your second defender can then follow it up. It's usually going to be sloppy if you're coming super fast at it. And we showed right there, Shadow only able to get 1 goal, even with all those opportunities. So well done by Aviators. And I think they can take some notes away from these games.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this series. Congratulations to the Shadow for winning that one 3-2 over top of the Aviators. Quite a good starting series. We do have plenty more Rocket League action. Up next will be the Foundation Puffins versus the Foundation Express. That should be quite a good matchup. Both of these teams have pretty good records coming into this one. They're only separated by a game. The Puffins 15-10, the Express 16-9. Well, as we move closer and closer to the playoffs, these games start to matter more. But before we go to break, I do just want to remind you of our sponsor, our replay sponsor for the evening. It is Balls with Guarana. You might remember them from last season. They have been a fantastic sponsor with us all of this season, all of last season. And they make some fantastic gaming energy drinks. It's packed with caffeine. Power you through long nights of gaming or provide the energy for shorter sessions. They have a ton of original flavors like original, cherry, root beer, ginger. Go check them out for yourselves. mlesports.gg/recommends/balls. And as a replay sponsor, they will send out a case to the winner of the play of the game every week. Which we will show you when we come back from break if you missed it last night, so stick around to see who won that. It's a great deal for us and a great deal for all the players. Balls is the fuel for fun, and we thank them so much for being a sponsor of the MLE this season. But guys, we are going to take a short break, get the next match set up and ready to go for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment.